Folks, this is from Robert Stacy McCain, the American Spectator blog. Former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin expected within a week to make a decision on whether to enter the 2012 presidential campaign, according to one Republican source. Vendors of campaign services who hope to work for Team Palin, I guess vendors of campaigns are like posters and buttons and signs, T-shirts and stuff. They've been told that Palin will decide soon, one way or another, on mounting a 2012 campaign. Which takes us to the audio sound bites. Once again, this morning on America's Newsroom, Fox News Channel, Bill Hemmer talked to the founder and president of Rasmussen Report, Scott Rasmussen. And Hemmer said, okay, here are the latest numbers that you report. 45% of the Republican primary voters think it'd be bad for the party if Palin officially throws her name in the ring. This was among Republican primary voters. What's going on here? Well, with these numbers, Scott, what do they suggest?
Republican primary voters like Sarah Palin. They like her feistiness. They like her position on issues. They even like the kind of enemies she's made. But a lot of Republicans don't want to see her become their presidential nominee. Some because they think she's unelectable, some for other reasons. Her power in the party, though, makes her a very likely candidate to be a king or queen maker this year. In fact, it's hard to see any Republican winning the nomination unless Sarah Palin is at least somewhat supportive.
Anybody hear a disconnect in that? No, we all love Rasmussen. 45% say that, and by the way, Palin has tweeted in response to this, knocking down this story that she's going to make up her mind next week. The tweet says, really? Guess they forgot to inform me what I'm expected to do next week. So this is this is in response to the American Spectator blog that I just read from, which says that she's expected within a week to make a decision on whether to run. So here's Rasmussen. 45% of Republican primary voters don't want her to be the candidate. They love her. They think she's great. And she can probably be a king or queen maker. And it's hard to see any Republican winning a nomination unless Palin is somewhat supportive, but we don't want her to be the nominee. Now, I need somebody to explain that to me. Here's on the one hand, here's somebody that we like and we admire. We like her feistiness, her position on the issues. We like the kind of enemies that she's made, but we don't want to see her as the nominee. But we realize that she's got the power to be a kingmaker or queenmaker, that it's hard to see any Republican winning a nomination unless she is somewhat supportive. But we don't want her to be the nominee. Now, if you don't want her to be the nominee for what? She can't win? She's unelectable? She's embarrassing? Whatever it is, then why would you want her anywhere near a campaign advocating for anybody else? If Sarah Palin, as a candidate, can't win, how in the world does she help anybody else by supporting them? Why wouldn't she drag them down? This is what I don't understand about this. And this is an open-ended question. I'm not disputing Rasmussen, because as you know, I'm not a professional pollster, but I don't get the disconnect. To me, it is a disconnect. On the one hand, love her feistiness, love the way this woman takes on the media. We love her issue. Don't want her to be the nominee. But boy, whoever the nominee is can't get anywhere unless she supports it. Why? It seems to me that if she's so toxic that she couldn't be the nominee, that she would drag down anybody else that she tended to support or get behind. Fascinating. Oh, one more. Rasmussen was asked he just continued. He had one more thing to say about that.
The good news for Republicans is just about all Republican primary voters say no matter who wins the nomination, they're going to back that nominee against Barack Obama.
Right. So, again, Elmer Fudd would win Republicans vote for Elmer Fudd. Doesn't matter. Whoever the Republicans nominate will probably be preferable to Obama. And that, at the end of the day, is true. I would hate to squander the opportunity here to have a robust conservative as the nominee. And we will not rest till that quest is satisfied.